Everyone, it's me, Julia O'Connell, coming on here to wish everyone a happy Sunday. There's always something spiritual about a sunrise, and this morning's sunrise was absolutely stunning. The sun was like actual pink. What I want to say is that no religion is right. We can believe what we want to believe. And I'm truly fascinated by the Native American stuff. I'm also fascinated that that boat washed ashore. Those storms were very violent and more powerful. We definitely need to come together and do something about global warming, because it absolutely is real. There's enough scientific proof to prove that it is real. I don't come on here to do content related to bullying others, because I don't believe in bullying. It's something that I find is very harmful in our country. And I know in the Native American culture, they have a lot of issues, because in the 1960s, they weren't even allowed to practice their old traditional ways. They were sent to reform schools, which is not okay. Like, what we have done to the Native American communities is disgusting. We as a society, we have suppressed their nationality. So now that they're bringing back some of their old traditional teachings, some of the songs and ceremonies are absolutely beautiful. I also believe that, no one religion is right. We can practice other aspects from other religions. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ, who is my Savior. I am a Christian. I truly believe in being kind, and that's just how I am. I treat others how they would like to be treated. I speak about kindness on a daily basis because I know there are more people out there that are having a harder time than we are. We need to start coming together and just being mindful of everything that we are doing. Treating each other with kindness is, for me, what my channel is about. I do things on a daily basis that is kind and caring, like including my mother going to the beach the other day, because sometimes she does feel left out. Even though she's close to almost 80 years old, she'll be 79 this year. So I treat people with kindness and caring. Oh, and you probably can hear my dog digging at the door because my fiance is filling the bird feeder. We've had over 50 birds come to our bird feeder today. A lot of them are sparrows, but we also had a titmouse come. They're really cute little birds. Just be kind and caring. Do things that make you happy. Live your life to the fullest. Don't worry about what other people think. I will delete any comments that are rude and unbecoming on my channel. I just don't cater to the trolls, because trolling is harmful. Trolling another human being is quite sad, and it is harmful. We've seen it with what happened with Michaela Mills. We see it in the Native American community too, because a lot of people unalive themselves over harmful comments. Same with in the animal care industry. I know Jason and Tawny Presley. They have taken a lot of heat because of the amount of euthanasia in their organization. But at the same time, if you know what the horse slaughter pipeline is like, a lot of these horses come in broken, beaten up. They have severe wounds where the wounds go all the way into the bone, and it causes infections in the bones. A lot of horses have kissing spine, which is very painful. A lot of times when horses buck riders off, it's because they are in pain. It has nothing to do with the skill level of the rider. It has to do with how much in pain they are. And people who don't want to take the time to take care of their animals are just dumping them into the slaughter pipeline instead of doing what was right for the animal in the first place, which is a humane euthanasia. Euthanasia is a good death. And I can tell you this because I've taken care of so many animals in my lifetime. But what I want to talk to you about is religion, because no religion is right. We can incorporate all aspects of religion into our daily lives. I find it spiritual when I can see a beautiful sunset or a beautiful sunrise. Like this morning's sunrise was absolutely stunning. And so I got to see it because I was at work from 6 to 10. So it was very dark when I was on the road getting there, but as the sun was coming up, it was absolutely beautiful. There's also something spiritual about walking a beach and finding like treasures on the beach, because I've found my happy place. I may live like 10 miles out from the beach, but I absolutely enjoy the beach when we do go. Yes, yesterday we did see that boat wash ashore, and I think it truly was because of the storms that have wreaked havoc in this area. I can tell you at the end of my road, there is a boat launch, and also the little cottages that are seasonal that are right around there, they get flooded a lot. So does Long Neck Road, which is what I live off of. It gets flooded a lot. Even the back road, Banks Road, they usually have high water on that road. That road takes you around Baywood, which is a beautiful neighborhood, and they also have an exquisite golf course, and they also have a beautiful wedding venue. It's just a beautiful spot. But religion and all types of aspects of the Native American culture fascinates me. I just recently watched the movie Killers of the Flower Moon. That movie was so powerful. They did all these things to the Osage Native Americans in the 1900s. They would murder beautiful people to get the land rights. And I feel that this is totally wrong. What we did to the Native American culture is totally wrong. We shouldn't suppress anyone's religion. People have the right to follow whatever religion they want, but I can tell you, Scientology is a cult. It is not a religion. It's a pay-to-play scheme. They have violated so many human rights. They traffic children. That's why I don't consider Scientology a religion. I really don't. And they originally lost their tax-exempt status in the 1970s. They need to lose their tax-exempt status now. Hello, FBI. You have all the information you need to shut this organization down, but yet you choose not to. I don't believe in calling people suppressive people when they leave a religion that is abusive. I don't believe in calling them an apostate when they leave in a religion that is abusive. This is not what I'm about, because you have a choice to follow whatever religion you want, but being kind is free. Being kind and treating people how you want to be treated is the right way to do things. There are people out there suffering on a daily basis. There's people losing their homes. There's people losing their lives. My mom just told me a friend of hers is losing a friend who has battled cancer for 5 years, and they want to pull the ventilator. So my prayers are with Connie and her family tonight. Just very heartbreaking story. I mean, my friend Carrie, as you know, was diagnosed with colorectal cancer, and there's a 50% chance that it will come back because it's an aggressive form of colorectal cancer. We fight every day for the people that we love. We fight every day to support people who are kind and caring and treat people 100% how they want to be treated. And I do love shelling. I follow SWF Shell Life or Beach Life. She is amazing. She goes and she talks to people about the critters that are there naturally and discuss not to take live animals because I don't believe in that. I do not believe in taking a live animal. I just find that wrong and harmful. There are people out there willing to do the good work to help save other animals. I saw a video today where a sea turtle was stuck, and it took several people to get this leatherback sea turtle back in the water, but it was worth it because every time you save an animal like that, you are helping an endangered species. The leatherbacks and the green turtles and the other sea turtles are endangered species. For many years in Hilton Head, they said they've had multiple poaching incidents of the sea turtle nests on their island. I don't believe in that either. I support the things that I love, and I support people that I love on a daily basis. And I am really fascinated by Sean Clinton's channel, and I'm really fascinated with the Native American aspect. I truly believe that there are, spiritual beings out there. I truly believe that because how can you sit here and say that Bigfoot isn't real when they've got so much photographic evidence of it and casts and hair samples, and it's just amazing. I also do believe that UFOs are real, and Skinwalker Ranch is very much a paranormal hotbed for activity, especially in the UFO world. There's a sacred mountain right there near the ranch, and according to Native American culture, they used to barter with these aliens back in the day to get so that the aliens could get herbs that they need. They used to barter things. It's the same way how in early days people used to barter or trade for things. We saw that on Alaskan bush people. They would barter for, like, if they gave them a load of salmon, if they could get dental work or if they could do other things to help pay the bill. I support people just doing what they love and living the life that they want to live. And yes, be mindful when you do go into the woods, in the deep woods, like in the South or in the Tennessee mountains or even in the Shenandoah National Park. Be careful because there are things out there that could harm you, like bears, mountain lions, all sorts of stuff. Just be mindful of your surrounding when you do nature hikes or go on walkabouts. There are many people that go missing, and there's no record of them actually being in the park. They had a case in 1976 where a girl went to Smoky National Park with her school trip, and she disappeared. Some people speculated that she was kidnapped or that she was taken by somebody because dogs actually tracked her scent up to a point of the roadway. Just be careful when you go out there and do your exploratory stuff. I mean, there's a lot of weird things happening. people have claimed seeing Dogman sightings. I believe them. I mean, because I truly believe cryptids are real. How there can be hundreds of eyewitnesses seeing this thing and it not to be real, including that family that was killed in that one national forest by one, and a family friend who was the lone survivor of that story told the story. I saw that story on Paranormal Witness, which is a good show. I also believe that there are things that we don't even know that are unexplained. So, I mean, no one religion is right. No one religion tells people to treat each other unkindly. When you treat people unkindly, evil wins. It truly does. When you support people who are unkind and have nefarious thoughts or nefarious things that they are doing, it's just harmful. And there's a lot of evil things out there, and there's a lot of hatred towards one another in this country as of late. And it seems to be stemmed politically and motivated by politics. I don't believe in this. I don't see one party as being right or one party being wrong. I just feel like the lawmakers need to get their act together and actually work for the American people. And actually support the things that people are passionate about, like the slaughter pipeline and ending the cruel practices of the BLM using helicopters to force horses to run for miles on end, causing foals to be orphaned and other things. Horses will run until they have a heart attack. It's a proven fact. And I've had friends who have lost horses due to fireworks. This is not okay. If you know that you're in an area where there's an animal that is frightened by fireworks, you shouldn't be firing off fireworks. We just need to come together and be not harmful to one another and just treat each other with kindness and treat each other the way that you want to be treated. I try to do this on a daily basis. If I see somebody in need, I would give them their shirt off my back. That's the kind of person I am. And I don't support certain people's content that are constantly spewing hate towards one another. It's just not what I'm about. I've unsubscribed to a lot of channels that have done that. And there's a lot of channels in the ex-Scientology community space that spew hate on a daily basis. And I'm sure there was a few that were cheering that Aaron got arrested. That's why I support a lot of different channels. I don't support just the ex-Scientology community. I support a bunch of different channels. I also support the tiny house movement because I was really fascinated at one point in time about a tiny house. Thank God we have this townhome I live in, and it's nice. It has 2,000 square feet, but yeah, if the time comes and I'm by myself and I want to purchase a tiny house, that's what I'm going to do, because I feel like living minimalistically is kind of a way of doing things. Just because, there's people out there that want to have these big mansions, but if you look at the building videos, some of these newer houses are not built very well. They slap them up within like a couple weeks. That Peachtree Reserve, some of those houses Each one was built within a month, and that's too quick. We've gotten away from like the craftsmanship in this country. We've gotten away from building things to last. And a lot of houses in Arizona, you go to some of these newer housing developments, they have gas leaks. It's very scary. That's one thing I don't like is gas, when I think about gas leaks, because that can blow up your house. There are people, like, trying to destroy one another, and I just don't appreciate that. I don't support that at all. And when you're doing your content, just be meaningful about what you think. This is just my opinion, and I have stated this before. I truly believe the morals of this country have gone downhill. I truly believe people don't value things the way that they should. They don't support one another. And being kind is just easy. Being kind is a lifestyle. I was taught when I was growing up to love unconditionally. And I truly do. I love the things that I'm passionate about unconditionally. I don't get anything in return for it. I just feel like being kind is a way of life. And yes, I do have a little bit of itchiness on the back of my neck here. Sometimes when you go to the beach, you get sand and other stuff in your hair. So be mindful. Be mindful of who you are talking with, who you keep company with. Be mindful of the things that you do and how you treat one another. The reason why I think morals and values in this country have gone downhill is because we've gotten rid of the traditional values, and we've gotten rid of, certain religious rites for certain cultures, which is really harmful. It is harmful to take away the Native Americans' rights to have their ceremonies. It is very wrong to take away people's right to follow whatever religion they want. But at the same time, when you have multiple ex-Scientologists talking about the abuses within Scientology, it is all true. It is all true. They are a pay-to-play scheme. They have RICO violations. A lot of the credit cards that were put in other members' names, they default on those loans. That's why Chase Bank will no longer do any business with any Scientologists. It's a proven fact. We have to come together and just treat each other how we want to be treated. Religion or no religion. Yes, there are scary things in this world that we can't control. We can't control Mother Nature. What happened in Texas, I feel, is on the emergency management because 3 of the emergency management team of Kirk County were missing. In other counties, there were no deaths because their emergency management teams were working to have towns and streets evacuated from the Guadalupe River. I feel heartbroken. I feel heartbroken in any flooding event. Look at what happened with Helene. People were swept, their houses were swept away, right off their foundations. You know who's been there helping rebuild North Carolina? The Amish. They are God-fearing people. We need more people like them to help out in this world. I'm a God-fearing person, and I really hope my soul goes to heaven. because I try to be kind and caring and live my life the way that I want it. I don't go out and target others, and I don't go out and speak about others, but I have said stuff about Stephanie Hutchinson and Catherine Olson. I truly believe they're trolls within this community, in the ex-Scientology community, that have targeted people for the wrong reasons. Aaron Smith Levin has been more transparent than what the aftermath has been. I don't support what is happening in Mike Rinder's camp. I don't support what has happened with Amy Scobie's camp. I don't support what has happened with Mark and Claire Headley's camp. Supporting all these trolls that have targeted people that are actually doing good work and fighting against other cults. There are so many high traffic groups within our country. Look at what happened to Amy Bradley. I truly believe she was human trafficked. And I believe that she is still alive, either in Barbados or Curacao. I truly believe that someone will come forward and they will have proof that this woman is still alive. That photo that was sent to the Bradleys, the FBI has confirmed that it was absolutely her. The facial features actually were identical to Amy Bradley. So I don't support any false narratives on what happened to Amy Bradley. All I can say is that she's still missing, and I really hope family gets closure. I really hope the family of the other missing people get closure, because there's a lot of missing children in this country. I post them every single day on my Facebook account, and you can follow me at John Bilson on Facebook. That is my username because I had to create a new account because I can't get into my old one. I also support people who do the work, who soul search within themselves to better themselves. And there's a lot of people that do that on a daily basis. Thank you, and have a great night, and enjoy your family. Have a beautiful week ahead, and just try to be beautifully blessed in everything that you do. Thank you, and have a great day.